Bernie, what's your favorite character and why?
I think I kind of liked Homaru because she's the real. I think she was the real hero because she gave up her soul trying to save somebody else and tried to do it over and over again, regardless of how many times she'd have to do it to get it right. That takes guts. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Cody, who's your favorite character and why?
Oh my goodness. There are so many, there are a few likable characters, and that's impressive to get so many likable characters in 12 episodes, because when you watch a show and you want a character to be likable, it's going to take you about 20 episodes or so for each season, just to get to know them better. But I think that why I like most of these characters, because they can relate to me. I do feel the guilt of Homura. I do feel like I can want to go back in time and fix everything, because I myself had a lot of complications back when I was a kid, and I was depressed and everything, and I wanted to go back in time and stop all that from happening. And I'm like Homura in a way. I feel the guilt of every single time. I also... What was the red-haired girl with the bad spear? Kyoko. I liked her. I mean, she was a really awesome girl. Her spear was probably the best freaking weapon I ever seen. It was the most creative. We get swords and guns and no. This sword is a mixture between a big giant long spear and some nunchucks. It's with enemies long distance, you can be go in Scorpion, go get over here, and spear them and everything. But I think her character was likable. I do have sort of her past, sort of the parents who never listened to their children, because if you know, she was a Christian back then, and just because of how most Christians act in a way, don't even having her to explain that she's actually a magical girl and what witches are. When let me give you a history. When Christians first hear of the word witch, it grabs them by the butt, and it gives them this uncomfortable thing, ooh, it's like witchcraft, it's like Harry Potter, it's like you're doing devil's work or something. But as Kira explained to me, witches are not like that. These are shape-shifting creatures that feed off negative energy. So it doesn't have anything to do with witchcraft. It doesn't have anything to do with that. It's just basically girls with magical abilities going around and fighting monsters. So please calm yourself down, fundamentalists. But I do have to say, though, is that the flashback scene has got to be the most offensive. I'm not going to say offensive thing, but I'm going to say it's pretty offensive. Kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit as a Christian. But I can see what they were going for. They were trying to aim for the Christians that are closed-minded and don't want to listen to their kids. And I can identify with that because my parents used to be that way until I got older and learned from right from wrong and everything. And she let me do whatever I want. I would say that the scene did handle religion okay-ish, sort of, but other than that, it's sort of like the Pope scene from Lil Nicky, sort of, the way they tear, they always, distort religion a little bit in a way, but other than that, I liked, her character. If you think about it, it's really sad to, see your dad die and witness him commit suicide. And to me, that's kind of really sad because I have two people in my family died. One of them died a few months ago, and I haven't witnessed their death, but I can't bear to have that happen to me. I just can't, Kyosuke, I think.
Kyosuke. Sayaka.
Sayaka. I'm always getting confused. Anime characters are so hard to pronounce, but but I gotta say that I liked her character a lot more because she was considering other people other than herself. But the thing is that she was thinking she was gonna get a reward, which is ask the boy to be her boyfriend and then get married because she had a big crush on him. Me, I do have that sort of thing, and I think everybody does. Everyone might have a high school crush where you think, oh, we both like the same thing. We both do this, but at the end, it's like, oh my god, I can't believe she left me. And it happens to everybody. And the thing is that I do get her depression because I was like this character once. I'm not kidding. I was like this character once. I'm not going to go into the history of it because it's really, really painful to bring back. But I do sympathize with her, and I do think that it was a nice thing to but going back to what I said, I do sympathize with blue-haired chick.
Sayaka.
Sayaka.
Gosh, Cody, you're so American.
Syllables, Cody.
Yes, Sayaka. But I do have to sympathize with her. I wish I would have known Nami's character well. She was like the most coolest character I've seen in the whole entire freaking show. And it's sort of like, I don't understand why she needs all those guns to begin with, because it's sort of like, the thing is that once she shoots one gun, she picks up the next gun, shoots that. Why don't you just freaking reload it? Dude, you could never have too many guns.
Screw the rules. I have so many guns.
I've seen Kara's abridged series about screw the rules. I have.
It wasn't a very serious. It was an idea I had in my head. I'm like, you know what? I gotta make this happen.
Wait a moment, did you just summon a bunch of guns in one turn?
Yeah, so?
That's against the rules, isn't it?
Screw the rules. I have many guns. I was saying, like, who's your favorite character and why?
Well, I have no problem with Nami. I think she's quite an interesting character. That's one. But mine, personally, is Sayaka. I wish that her relationship with Kyosuke would have been better developed, but,
Okay, I'm back here.
Long story short, I didn't have much of a problem with Sayaka all that much. I actually liked her. I just wish that there would have been more character development, which there really wasn't all that much with the show. But I did like her because I don't know, something about her design, her character, and the fact that I have a girlfriend, someone that I care about. I guess I can understand her.
Yeah, the thing about Madoka, when I think about it, like, if it was a longer series, I don't think it would have worked out as much. Wait, what were you saying?
Yeah, I was talking about Sayaka.
Oh, okay. But, if it was a longer anime, I don't think it would be worked out as much. I think there would be more filler. Like, for example, some animes go 12 episodes minimum, or it could go, like, to a span of 500, and I don't think it should be that long. And the moderate rate is usually 24 to 50, and I don't think it would work that way either, just because it would be a lot of filler, not enough build-up. And yes, there's character development, but I think that would waste some episodes. It's like, basically, Madoka wants you to figure things out for yourself. It's not going to give you all the answers. It's basically like a study guide. You have to figure out the answers, rather than, oh, yeah, this obviously happens. It's basically you have to learn from this rather than, oh, yeah, all this happened. Okay, what did I learn from this?
Well, I can understand that portion, but like I said, in terms of the whole study guide thing, it takes actions and practice to make perfect. So, in other words, there should have been practice on certain fighting techniques or techniques in general in order for shit to be better. And that's all I could really see from this was mostly just depressing dribble. That's all it amounted to for the most part.
So I'm guessing you're not a fan of really anything morbid, so I'm guessing you're not a Death Note fan or a Code.
Well, here's the thing about that. I thought it was okay.
But everybody died.
Died. But yeah, that was depressing. But I'm not really a big fan of that, no. But it depends, really. Because some morbid stuff I can understand. But that's, I guess you could say that I have yet to find some in which, a character sacrifices her life or something. I don't know. This wasn't really a satisfying ride getting to that portion.
Let me just get this straight. So, Madoka's kind of like that kid's show that's trying to be a kid's show, but then ends up like there's guns everywhere and everyone dies. Is that kind of how you're seeing it? It's like you were wanting this to be so happy, and yet you ended up...
Okay, now, if there's something I do like that's morbid, I'd watch Elfen Lied. I'm sorry.
Oh, I can't watch Elfen Lied. Just because I get creeped out by blood. Yeah.
You'll understand the harshness of her, because her character is fucking developed. She's lived through stuff, and she doesn't cry all the time. I'm sorry, I like Lucy. I like her evil personality. I like the show for the most part.
I see some things, man. Get some stuff.
The thing about some anime, mostly Elfen Lied, just I get creeped out by so much blood.
I know, that was a joke.
I get creeped out by so much blood, so much gore like that. Like I really can't watch it. Yes, I've watched Naruto, but Naruto, it kind of makes sense because they're in the war and stuff. But like Lucy, it seems so civilian and more like a horror story rather than an actual battle. So yeah, that kind of scares me. So I haven't sat through a whole episode all the way through without crying.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah. I want to watch that.
For me, it's sort of like I am known for morbidness. I've seen morbidness a lot, and I don't mind watching movies like Les Miserables or Titanic or any of those movies that make you like really, really depressed and everything, because I just see them as fantasy, like just a story, and I hardly don't cry in every single movies, except for that. I mean, just for humiliation, I cried in the first 5 minutes of Up. Now, I'm sorry, that was so